It was around midnight when Kate heard the first sound. It was soft at first, just a gentle tap, 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 like fingers drumming on wood. She lay in her bed, eyes wide open, straining to listen. The house was old, creaky, nothing unusual, or so she thought. She pulled the blanket tighter around her shoulders, telling herself it was nothing. But then it came again. Tap, tap, tap. This time it was louder, more deliberate. From the hallway outside her bedroom door. Heart racing, she forced herself to sit up. Her bedroom door was ajar, just a sliver. The dim light from the hallway stretched like fingers into her room, casting shadows across the floor. The tapping sound continued, now joined by a faint dragging noise, as if something heavy was being pulled across the wood. Kate's breath caught in her throat. She wasn't alone. The house was empty tonight. She was sure of it. Her parents had gone away for the weekend. Her older brother was visiting friends. She was alone. She should be alone. But as she stared into the dark hallway, her eyes caught something at the edge of the doorframe. A shape, a figure, a tall shadow, standing perfectly still, unmoving, just out of the reach of the light. It was almost human, but something was wrong. The outline was too long, too thin, the head too large. The fingers, no, the arms, seemed to stretch toward her slowly, like they were reaching for her very soul. Her heart hammered in her chest. Her mouth went dry. She didn't dare blink. Then, without warning, the shadow took a step forward. Tap, tap, tap. It came closer, and with each step the dragging sound followed. Suddenly a voice, soft but clear, whispered from the hallway. Kate? The sound of her name, so quiet, so calm, was enough to freeze her blood. She didn't move, couldn't move. She could only watch as the shadow grew larger, its features starting to sharpen into a grotesque, twisted form. The eyes, if they could even be called eyes, were black pits, hollow, empty. Kate squeezed her eyes shut, willing it away, praying it was just a nightmare. But when she opened them again, the shadow was right there, at the foot of her bed. It leaned down, its breath cold against her ear. "Don't worry," it whispered. "I'm just here to keep you company." With a shiver, Kate bolted upright and turned to scream, but when she opened her mouth, nothing came out. The room was empty, silent. The shadow, gone. But the tapping had never stopped. Now it was coming from the closet.